Hi, Tuti here once again for our course on the principles of the patronage refund and interest on share capital. Now, for the first chapter, we will have the introduction about the patronage refund. And under this topic, we will discuss about the definition and purpose of patronage refund, the legal basis for the patronage refund, which is the Article 86 of the Philippine Cooperative Code of 2008. And last in this chapter will be the equity principle and its significance. Okay, so for the definition and patronage and purpose of the patronage refund, the patronage refund is a fundamental concept, in cooperative economics, particularly in the context of cooperatives in the Philippines, because unique to the different organization formation in the Philippines, patronage refund is only given and being practiced in the cooperatives in the Philippines. Now, the principle of patronage refund is rooted in equity. So it is based on the equality or equity. It establishes an equal right for cooperative members to participate in the organization and equitably share in the benefits derived from their cooperative's activities. So, the principle of patronage refund is rooted on the in equity and equitable rights of the cooperative members. So, that is basically the term. So, patronage refund is equated to equity, equitable share, equal right. So, under this principle, the net surplus, which is not to be construed as the profit, that the net surplus represent excess payments made by cooperative members if distributed as prescribed by the Philippine Cooperative Code of 2008 and its revised implementing rules and regulations. This surplus is considered to have been returned to the members. So the net surplus is the excess of payments and therefore is allocated to return to the members, although there are statutory funds to be considered, but later on we will discuss about that. Now, specifically, the amount allocated for patronage refund must not be less than 30% of the net surplus after deducting statutory reserves based on the equity principle. So, additionally, the rate of patronage refund should not exceed twice the rate of interest on share capital. Okay, so this is very important. We will be discussing this even more fully in the following chapter. But I'd like to emphasize more on this that the amount allocated for patronage refund must not be less than 30% of the net surplus. No, must not be less than 30% of the net surplus after deducting statutory reserve. So, ibig sabihin, after you deduct the statutory reserves, it is the general reserve fund, the CETF, the educational fund, the optional funds, other community funds, other funding that is being allocated based on the equity principle, it should be distributed but not less than 30% of the net surplus. So, after deducting the statutory reserve, dapat at not less than 30% yun yung patronage refund. And the rest is the interest on share capital. But meron pang cap din kasi the rate of patronage refund should not exceed twice the rate of interest on share capital. So dapat hindi twice yung ano. Okay, so for purpose, equitable distribution. The primary purpose of patronage refund is to ensure that cooperative members receive a fair share. No, dapat fair yung share niya of the cooperative's financial benefit by distributing surplus back to members. Cooperatives uphold the principle of equity. So, ito yung purpose ng patronage refund. Number one is equitable distribution. So, dapat fair share yung ma-receive ng cooperative members. So, another purpose is encouraging participation. because when you participate in the services or the 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 buying of the product, if you patronize, kaya nagiging patronage yan kasi nag-patronize sila ng product ng cooperative. So it will encourage participation because patronage refund encourages active participation by members, knowing that their patronage will result in financial returns, motivates members to engage with the cooperative's products and services. So because of that participation, magkaroon sila ng patronage refund. Okay, so another purpose is for financial transparency. But let me repeat that. The number one purpose is, yes, equitable distribution. The second one is encouraging participation. And another one is the financial transparency. Now, by transparently allocating patronage refund, cooperatives demonstrate their commitment to financial openness and accountability. So, ibig sabihin, mapakita lang na isina sa publiko ng kooperatiba, pinapakita na transparent, that may accountability, responsibility, display yung leaders of the cooperatives para makita ng mga members na ito talaga yon. Okay? So that's it. And the last purpose, pang-apat, is the strengthening cooperative identity. Yes, it will strengthen the cooperative identity because patronage refund reinforces the cooperative identity, emphasizing that cooperative exists for the benefit of their members. So rather than external shareholders, no, ito talaga, it is for the benefit of the cooperative members. So in summary, patronage refund serves as a mechanism, no, to promote fairness, members' engagement, financial well-being within the cooperative. It ensures that cooperative benefits are shared among those who actively contribute to the cooperative success. So that is for the definition and purpose of patronage refund. So let's move now to the legal basis under the Article 86 of the Philippine Cooperative Code of 2008. So the legal basis for patronage refund in the Philippines is Article 86 of the Philippine Cooperative Code under the Republic Act 9520. So Article 86, Section 5 outlines the allocation and distribution of the cooperative's net surplus. It states the remaining net surplus shall be made available to the members in the form of interest on share capital not to exceed the normal rate of return on investment and patronage refund. However, any amount remaining after the allowable interest and the patronage refund have been deducted shall be credited to the reserve fund. So, but the regular practice of this is you secure the reserve fund and then you compute for the interest on share capital and the patronage refund. So the purposes: interest on share capital, cooperative allocates a portion of the net surplus as interest payments to members based on their share capital contribution. Kasi nag-deposit ka, so there will be interest from that deposit, from that share capital deposit. The interest rate should not exceed the normal rate of return on investment. Although we need to identify the normal rate of return on investment. So patronage refund, the remaining net surplus is distributed as patronage refunds to eligible members. This ensures equitable sharing of cooperative benefits among those who actively participate in the cooperative's activities. So if you patronize your cooperative, then surely you will also have the patronage refund waiting for you. If you pay interest or you pay surpluses from buying products of the cooperative. Another one is the reserve fund. Any surplus beyond interest and patronage refund allocation contributes to the cooperative's reserve fund. So there will be allocation beyond the interest and patronage refund. So this is serves as a buffer for future needs of the cooperative. In summary, Article 86 provides the legal framework for fair distribution of surplus funds within cooperatives, emphasizing transparency, member participation, and financial sustainability.